Alright, so welcome back if you've been watching the previous two videos. Last time we sort of had a fight set up between Sir Robin and the Black Knight just to demonstrate basically how fights are set up and scored, and really to give me a good lead in for this main thread, or this main video, which I think is going to be important for a lot of you. I'm going to talk about turn delay, which generally people seem to panic right when they hear it or read it or whatever. So what would be nice is if going into this lesson or whatever, you could sort of take any notions you have about turn delay and just get rid of them for now, because I think that'll mess you up a bit going into it. For those of you who've never heard about it before, turn delay, or TD as it's commonly abbreviated and referred to as, is basically like, say you're fighting someone and they cut you really bad and now you're losing all this blood, so as you keep fighting them, not only are you picking up new wounds or whatever, but you're also bleeding to death, so that's fun. And that would, generally speaking, would impair your ability to fight at least a little bit. So anyhow, I'm going to talk a bit more about that in a few minutes. I'm going to right now go over what I've sort of done between the previous video and the last one. I've added a few more attacks, sort of filled out this thread a bit. There's nothing really to read, just mostly filler posts. Here is where we are on the damages. When we left off, the Black Knight had severed Sir Robin's leg here, this 10 damage, and Sir Robin had given the Black Knight a deep gash in turn. Now, since then, I added a few more attacks, a couple of shallow cuts, and a miss. As you may or may not know, turn delay is initiated on any high damage attack, which is 6 or more damage, and that's 6 or more damage after you've accounted for stations like, say, blades or hand-to-hand combat or whatever, or self-defense even, which would add or subtract 1 point on certain hits. And also it's accounted for after armor. So basically the very last thing is, when you're considering an attack, is, does this count for turn delay? If it's more than 6, if what goes onto the spreadsheet is more than 6, then yes, it counts for turn delay. As you can see, we've got 1 on each of our combatants here. 1 attack that will count for turn delay. So I think where a lot of people get messed up is thinking of turn delay as like this whole big complex system of a bunch of different rules once you add in more attacks. But if you can just see it when there's just 1 attack that counts for turn delay, I think it'll make a lot more sense to you, because turn delay happens on every 3rd, 5th, 7th, 9th, etc., etc., etc. attack. So without putting the damage on the spreadsheet, I'm just going to highlight a couple. Make it cornflower. Basically, starting with that 10 there that's highlighted red, these are the attacks that would give turn delay. It's every other attack starting with 3. So 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, etc., etc., etc. It's not like it's every other prime or something weird. It's just counting by twos. Um, and that's just tied back to that one attack. So if Sir Robin were to have like another one, another 6 or more damage attack, like say if this next attack here was 8, then that would get its own separate turn delay thing. So if those were the next attacks on there, not counting the turn delay that would be from that 10, it would be there, 3, 5, 7, etc., etc., etc. So hopefully that makes a little bit more sense. I'm gonna attack Sir Robin again, because it's his turn to be hit, and I'm hoping that you will sort of see it in action while I'm... Yeah, it's, Black Knight's... Excuse me. Nah, I did not say that. I don't want to share that. Oof. Okay, anyhow. Attacking the Sir Robin as the Black Knight. In this, again, if you have any confusion about how fights work or how posting an attack works, then you're going to want to check back, watch the first video or two. Alright, this attack is 1138. 1138. And it's a deep gash on back, which is 8.5 damage, which will also get its own turn delay. So I guess I was pretty right with that estimate on the spreadsheet. But whatever, that's in. It'll be Sir Robin's attack now. I'm gonna go back to the spreadsheet. 8.5 is the base damage for that. And then I'm gonna add this 1 so it can be added to the total here. But notice the blue color, it's just turn delay. It wasn't an attack. It's just like added damage, just extra. So when we're counting for the next attacks off this one, or not off this one, off the 10 here, this is 3. Let me put a 3 there. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Except, obviously, since this is not an attack, we're skipping it. So it'll be 3, 4, 5, and then there's going to be turn delay on that one. So, say if 4 is 3.5 and 5 is 4 damage, then this one will get more turn delay on it. It'll get another 1. It doesn't matter if these were all damage done by different people. It doesn't matter who does it. It just matters if it happens to Sir Robin. Sir Robin could attack the Black Knight 700 times before he gets hit again. If he attacks the Black Knight 700 times and does not get touched at all, then nothing is going to add to his turn delay at all. So it's only focused on the damage done to Sir Robin himself. So hopefully that makes a little bit more sense. There's 5 and then 6, 7. And again, this is just on 10, so 6 would get, this attack here would get an extra 1 from that 8.5, but for argument's sake, if we're just looking at the 10, he would get another turn delay here. Another 1 there. So hopefully that cleared things up for a few of you. Maybe it's still kind of confusing. I really hope it isn't. So, not really sure what I'm going to talk about next video. I'll see if this clears things up for you guys. If not, I'll try again to make things a little bit more easier to understand. So, yeah, check back for another video. I'm sure there's plenty I'll be able to come up with. So, thanks for watching.